Right, going live for the first time in ages. See what happens. It's Sunday in the UK. I've got the usual thing with the iPad, which takes forever to do anything. Blah de blah de blah de blah. Oh, straight in. Let's turn it down. Right, one person in it. So it's the first time I've done a live in absolutely ages. So we might not get many people in here. Is what it is. Sunday in the UK. I just thought I'd jump on because I haven't done it in absolutely ages. So yeah, strap yourselves in. So yeah, basically what I'm doing. Oh, two people in here. Say hello, anyone that's in here. That'd be cool. So yeah, what I'm doing. Have a quick look down here, right, gangsters? So what we're doing is my Limitless GT. I've just sort of gave it a good old service because it's had a bit of a hard year. So yeah, just done all the front diff, the oils, all of that business, the rear diff, the oils, all of that business. So yeah, just putting it back together after its service. So yeah, nay bad. So who is in here? Anyone want to chat? Right. So yeah, so this is just putting the like wing mount back on. So what I use, because there's loads of plastic near here, so if you put red Loctite on, you're just going to burn all the plastic and that stuff. So I use this like one T70 stud lock. It's like green, but it's not too leery, so you can just put a wee bit on and it just stops the screw from sort of coming out, but it doesn't, you don't have to burn it off to get the thing out, which is pretty cool. 3 people in here now. Who's in here? Anyone? The silent massive. So yeah, this car, yeah, it's like my only speedrun car now because we sort of sold up a bit. Phil sold up everything pretty much. But yeah, we sold up quite a bit, got some bashers, so you might have seen some of the videos with like the Craytons and Quake and stuff like that. So yeah, this will be my car for next year. And to be fair, it's got a lot in it. Do you know what I mean? It's got like the 4080, 2350. Yeah, so it should have some speed in it. Yeah, I think I got to like 168, but that's when we went to Ross and we left, and I was hoping to get like 175 plus, but it's got loads more than that in it. So we will keep persisting next year and going faster and faster, which I guess is the whole point, isn't it? Who else? Nice. Chris, all right, mate. Hey, how you doing? What's going on with you? What's going on with your speedrun car? I suppose winter is coming, so not much. Saxo6680, hi, hello mate. How are you? So yeah, like normally over the winter period and that, me and Phil would we'd still be going and stuff, but yeah, Phil sort of jumped out of it for a bit. He's taken a bit of a break, so I'm not sure whether we'll do much winter running, because it will just be me on my lonesome, which is a bit sad, isn't it? But you never know. I might well just go and have a couple of runs on our OG road just to test this. I mean, like I said, I've serviced it and stuff and recalibrated and all that kind of business, so it might be worth going and give it a quick run. And to be fair, it'd be quite nice to just smash that road record, wouldn't it? It'd be nice to get 150 on that little road. Right, that's on there, lovely. Chris says, great, just got back from Bash field race, still need beat my 81 mph. Yeah mate, you should do that. What was holding you back? I can't remember. Um, did a load of it sort of come loose and stuff because you didn't Loctite it, or I just can't remember, mate. I'm sure there was a lot of stuff sort of coming loose in it. So yeah, there we go. But yeah, this will be a good car next year. It'll be a good car. It's not going to be a world record car by no means, but it'll be fast, man. It'll be fast. Well, I'll try and make it fast anyway. But that's part of the fun of it, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? There is potentially, which I can't really talk much about, but potentially there's going to be some good events next year, which would be absolutely awesome. Where are we? Chris says, yeah, Loctite pinions and drivetrain. Yeah, mate. Unfortunately, even at like 71 mile an hour or whatever that you were doing, you got to Loctite that stuff, man. Yeah, you got to do it. Saxo 6680. I would really like to join you guys at Rossa next year. I've been waiting ages. My pals attended this year. Oh, pals attended this year. What a year! All right, Saxo, who are you then, mate? Who are your pals? Chris Lang, back on the speed runs again. Hey, woohoo! Yeah, like I just said, I don't think we'll be doing much over the winter months. Phil has kind of taken a back seat on the speed running, which is a bit of a shame, man. But it is what it is. You know, that's his decision. That's what he wants to do. So we're out bashing a lot, which is great. We still get out together, which is good fun. So yeah. I will try and take this out a couple of times over the next few months, dependent on the weather. But it will only be on our little road. Yeah, bit of a bummer. Sidex Tech, do you use ceramic bearings on your speedrun cars? I know lots of people use ceramics. There's a lot of Japanese bearings and stuff like that. That, I guess, when you're starting to get up to high speeds and stuff like that, those sort of things make a real difference, having like a full set of like high quality bearings and all that kind of stuff. This currently hasn't got all of that in it, but it's, you know, it's currently running 168 mile an hour, but yeah, I mean, it's got 180 in it, easy, you know. So yeah, once we start getting up to that sort of speed, maybe I'll start doing all like the serious bearing business and all that kind of stuff. But for now, it kind of is what it is. Chris says, need buy a good shim set so can fix slop. Yeah. Oh, I suppose yours is it's like the Thunder Tiger type vibe, isn't it? So were they sort of off-road cars? I don't know anything about the Thunder Tiger, so were they like off-road cars and stuff? If that's the case, then yes, there'll be loads of slop in it. I remember when I started speed running, it was with like the 3S sort of armor trucks. It was a Senton and turned it into a Ferrari and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, the slop in that was ridiculous. And yeah, hard to get rid of. Chris Lang says, don't risk it over the winter, man. I don't want you falling out with it again. It's easily done, mate. It is easily done. I'm all right. I'm in a good place with speedrunning. I'm quite happy to just do my own little thing. And like I said, you know, it is what it is. It's not a world record breaking car. I'm not going to go out and buy all the best of the best of the best stuff. I'm just going to sort of have my own little journey, and obviously on the channel you'll see that little journey, which hopefully will be fun. Obviously it's not going to be the best stuff in the world, but you know, it is what it is. Saxo 6680, James and Bob, they came the last 2 years. I've got a limitless build ready and waiting now. Just need motor, escape and battery. I guess that's ESC. My PB was 101 on 6S so far, but like you guys on a short road. Mate, 101 on 6S is all right, especially on a short road. It's tough. It's tough on short roads to really get the best out of your batteries and the car. Totally. And that's what we struggle with on our road, which is what, 400 meters, and that's with like the braking zone as well. So you are literally slamming the brakes on, which is a bit of a trial for the cars. I mean, this car had broken pins on the diff outdrives on the front and back. How it kept on driving, I do not know, but there were 2 broken on the front, so each side on the front and 1 on the back. I don't know whether that's because of like the huge excessive braking or what, but you know. Sidex Tech. How do you set up your diffs on that car? Do you lock the front? No, I don't lock any of them. So I've got 500k on the front, 500k on the rear. Although I've put, I did mostly 500k, and then I think I put like a little bit of 60 in as well, just so it's a little bit looser than the front. We tried like diff lockers and stuff like that, and I think it was Phil had them in his dual, and it was just torque steering big time because it was locked up. And I don't know, and what I found as well with like the diff lockers, like Scorch ones we were using and stuff like that, it seemed to Loctite the hell out of them, but you seem to have to take them out every couple of runs just to re-Loctite them because they were coming undone. I suppose it's, you know, there's a lot of force going on in there and a lot of heat, so you know, man. But yeah, that's what I do. I just, if you've got standard diffs, just put 500k in each. Job done. You can do 1 million, but it's a bit of an arse getting it out of the fucking bottle. Little tip on that, get a lolly stick and just scoop it out and just scoop it in the diff. Top tip of the day. So yeah, I haven't actually done any wrenching at all, just been blathering on. So yeah, this is a bit of a turn. Do you know what? I'm just not going to bother doing that, because you've got to move the car all over the place and all that kind of stuff, and we're having a pretty good chat, which is cool. Saxo6680 says ham, full ham, bruv. You know that. Easy now. Here we are. So what's everyone else been doing with RCs? Been out? Been doing anything? Saxo6680 says check your pants. Oh, right. So these are all like quotes off the videos and stuff, yeah? I don't actually have to check my pants because they feel all right at the moment. They're actually all right. Chris is saying, so much of mine is random bits. I'm finding it hard to make it look tidy. Mate, at the end of the day, you don't have to... I mean, it's really hard in some cars and stuff to make anything look tidy if it's quite a smallish sort of car and stuff like that. These like Limitlesses and stuff with like the big Scorch chassis, there's loads of room and you can tidy the wires and do all that sort of stuff. That's all cool. But yeah, I wouldn't worry about keeping it tidy, mate. As long as it's all running fine, you put the shell on it, you don't worry about that. You know what I mean? I know Phil is a big one for, like, he's quite anal about all of his wiring and all that kind of stuff, and it did rub off on me a little bit. So I started to do a bit of that as well. So yeah, man. Chris is saying Wells Tour RC, my group done so much recent, but a great summer. Lots of petrol RC fun. I've never got into petrol RCs. I don't know. I just never got into them. They seem like a bit too much hassle. In my old business, which was like, you know, high-end lawn care, and we had lawn mowers and hedge trimmers and stuff. No, pain in the arse. You could take it out one day, depending on the temperature, and it'd take like half an hour to try and get it started, which sucks. So yeah, I've just never tried a nitro, never tried a petrol. I just like batteries because you can literally go in any temperature, plug it in, and away you go. So but that's just my preference. Everyone's different, right? Chris says, love them, the sound and noise. My 30cc Carson purring like a kitten starts first pulls. Fair play, mate. Like I said, each their own. Everyone's into different stuff, and it's RC. So some people like planes. I don't get on very well with planes. I've tried to fly a plane, 3 different planes, and the same thing has happened every time. It literally hasn't got in the air. So I've thrown it, and it's hit the ground and fallen apart. 3 planes. So there's no point. It's not my bag. But yeah, everyone's different. Although I wouldn't mind trying a boat. A boat seems quite good fun. We've got a canal near us as well, and we've got a big pond and stuff like that. So a boat seems quite interesting. Ground-based only. What goes up crashes down. It does if I fucking fly it, Chris. You know that. Some people are really good at it. I mean, look, you watch the videos and stuff, and literally the dude just launches it and he's away. No worries at all, you know, barrel rolls and loops and all that kind of stuff. With me, mate, it's literally launch, hit the ground, bits fall off it, go home. I did one. One year, my wife bought me this. It was a cheap thing, but it had an EDF fan on it, and I thought, man, this thing is gonna be the nuts. So I went to a bit of countryside. There's a pub, but there's like a big field next to it and stuff like that. And I walked in the field thinking, yeah, man, this is gonna be absolutely incredible. And there was a dude walking his dog, and I said to him, mate, you're gonna have to get out of the way because this thing is gonna absolutely fly. And I full revved it, launched it, it hit the ground, the wings fell off it, and this bloke just absolutely pissed himself at me and walked off. And I walk of shame back to the car with all the bits. Shit, I don't like it. So yeah, that's kind of put me off that. So we will stick to RC cars, I think, on this channel. Although Phil is talking about doing something quite mad with like a fixed wing plane type vibe that flies absolutely Mars. I don't know. I need to catch up with him about that because we want to try and bring some different sort of cool things back to the channel because he's not speedrunning anymore. It'd be quite cool to sort of change it up a little bit, put a few other different bits and bobs on the channel. Obviously, you've seen we've been doing a bit of bashing recently. Phil absolutely loving his 4S Kraton, absolutely loving it, and that is a wicked car, absolutely wicked. And the Quake, holy shit, that for the money is such a good truck. It's so good, man. It's such good fun. Out of the box, the first run I did with it, out of the box, it is absolutely ballistically fast, and it just doesn't feel like it's a 2-wheel drive. It doesn't make any sense. Like the backflip control and stuff like that is absolutely mad. It's absolutely mad. Then obviously me being me, went a bit silly and put like GPM gears in it and stuff like that, and they were heavy. I remember when I got the package from Motorsport and I lifted it up, it's like, fuck, that weighs a ton, man. And it's only a light little car. So the last video we put up was testing those gears, and thankfully it didn't completely ruin the experience because that car all it does is put a smile on your face. It is such good fun. So if you've got a spare 270 quid and you want a fun RC car, that is the one. 100%. That should be classed as one of the best cars released this year because it's mad. It's mad. It just doesn't make sense that it's 2-wheel drive. I know Tom Lee's done videos and he's kind of said the same thing and stuff like that. I'm not trying to copy anyone because I've driven it and I've experienced it. So it is cool. It is really cool. And obviously I've got the 6S Kraton as well, the V6, which is a freaking beast. It's so good. And that took a bit of a hammering when we went to the mountain bike track. I'm hoping to sort that video out, because the Quake video at the mountain bike track we did on the last video, we recorded all the stuff of the Creightons going together and stuff like that as well, but I've got to try and edit that and put it together, and I'm trying. It's going to take time, but I will hopefully get that out in the next couple of days, because it was absolutely wicked. We were launching these things, and yeah, mine took a bit of a hit. It's quite mad. Chris says DR8, so my favourite, especially now it's wider. Oh, so you widen the DR8. How did you do that? I suppose there are now, I don't know. How did you do that? It's an FTX, isn't it? Did you take something from a different FTX car and widen it? I don't know how that would work, mate. I know a guy we used to sort of hang with, Gareth, turned his into a speedrun car, which was sort of successful up to about 100 mile an hour, and then it was a bit of a nightmare for him. So yeah, I went out for a autumnal walk with my family yesterday, and I kind of thought it'd be nice to have a little RC with me, something that just goes in a backpack. So obviously I've got the hang on, it's over here. It's not looking very well. Well, it's absolutely filthy. Look at it, an absolute mess. Oh, this bit's falling in my speed car. Shite. So yeah, that is the ZD Racing RX12, and holy shit, man, it's absolutely amazing. We went to this mad little sort of forest place which had like a little kiddies track there and stuff like that, and the thing absolutely flies and handles so well. Again, we're talking about stuff that's cheap and puts a massive smile on your face. That RX12, I think I bought it from Hobby King. I've done a video about it, so I said about it, but I bought it from Hobby King, and it was like under 100 quid with the battery, and it is a freaking awesome bit of fun, and it's exactly the same as the Rolalo rally car. It's completely the same, apart from the shell and the electronics. That's it. But the electronics hold up absolutely amazing. Where are we? Sidex Tech. Do you think the Rolalo 1.7 speedrunning car is going to be released before next season? And do you think it will fulfill the hype? Mate, I've been saying for ages, why don't Rolalo bring out a large-scale speedrun car? I mean, the small ones were amazing. You know, we've used them, not very well, but we've used them. But we've used them to create a obviously a sausage version, which has got the same wheelbase as this Limitless. So we created our own. But if they actually created like a sort of like the AKs, but made them bigger, because that's what these companies do, isn't it? They just get these smaller cars and they make them. They've done them. They've done them with the rally cars, haven't they? And they just sort of make a bigger version. So, mate, honestly, from using those Rolalos, those little ones, and putting the amount of power we put through them, they're incredible. So I don't understand why they don't do that, because, man, there'd be cars that would be really good. Obviously, you know, high-end people with Habayos and Limitlesses, but it's more Habayos now, isn't it, that are the absolute nuts when it comes to speed running. And I can see why, because, you know, we see people like Joe and people like that that are just using completely stock, literally just putting perfect pass drive shafts in and going near on 200 mile an hour on a stock chassis, which is mad when you think, like, you know, what I've got here is far from stock. You know what I mean? Far from stock. So yeah, makes a real difference. But yeah, you're right, Rolalo do need to do something, or MJX. You know, MJX could do it. You know, they seem to be releasing a lot of cars at the moment. but they keep on doing the small scale sort of rally things. I know they've now gone into 1/7 scale with their rallies and stuff like that, but and it's Rolalo as well. They keep on doing like little things. Do you know what I mean? It's like, come on, man, listen to people, step it up, go big. You know, even with their like off-road trucks and stuff like that, why don't you do like a 1/8? That'd be amazing. Imagine like a 1/8 Omni Terminator. Be absolutely ridiculous. Chris says, just got back just before stream. It's caked in mud and grass caked. Yeah, that's my little rally car's like that. I'm gonna have to clean it out, which is a ball ache, but there you go. Anyway, so there's 6 people in here. That's awesome. I think we had about 7. Anyway, I thought I would just come on and say, all right, guys, haven't done one of these in ages. Hopefully it's been a nice chat. You know, it's been lovely chatting to you guys. And hang on, here we go. What we're saying. Sidex Tech. I got my MGX 7303 up to 92 mph. I got my MGX 14210 up to 111 mph. What are those? Are they 1/7 or mate? I do not know my MGX numbers, so that's the problem, isn't it? When you just start calling things numbers, it's hard to know what any of them are. You know, I mean, if you talk about a Quake or a Typhon or a Slash or whatever, you kind of know what it is. But when it's just numbers, everyone's a bit sort of lost in it, isn't they? But yeah, anyway, I'm just going to say, I'm going to wrap it up now. Wrap it up. It's been lovely to talk to you guys. Absolutely wicked. We'll try and do a few more of these. Sidex Tech says MJX 7303 is the 1/7. The 14210 is a 1/14. So you got 92 miles an hour out of that 1/7, that rally car. Jesus, bruv. That's cool. Imagine if they brought out something that's actually meant for speed. That'd be pretty fucking cool, wouldn't it? And you never know. I would think if Rolalo bring out a proper big speed car, you might see people like Perfect Pass, Scorched, bringing out sort of parts for it. Although saying that, none of them have ever done it for like the AKs and stuff, have they? There's no real sort of hop-ups for them, which seems, I don't know, seems a shame. Anyway, that's a good way to wrap it up. Respect you all. Big love, yeah? Take care.